Made a little bit of progress this weekend. Got some mint that's coming up here, and some bunching onions. Got this radishes in the shade, and I think I should thin them out, but I think I'm gonna just leave them and see what happens, just because. This basil's coming back. I trimmed it back the other day, and I finally finished this trellis for my lilacoy plant. It was only to this first post, but I added 2 additional panels, and then I added a second lilacoy plant on this side to grow towards each other, which we'll see. Got ghost pepper plant in place of where my lemon cucumbers were, and I got some more lemon cucumber starts coming up. Also, I made this big gigantic trellis. It ended up being much more bigger than I thought it was going to be, which is good. I can grow stuff that needs to grow in the shade underneath it, because the sun here in Lahaina is so brutal. I got 2 tiger melons, 2 Korean melons, a little bit of ginger growing there, just random thumb of ginger, and then 2 more tiger melons and 1 Korean melon. I'm probably gonna have to sacrifice 3 of them, but we'll see what happens. And got some really densely planted dill coming up here. My habanero plant's looking good. I've probably harvested 10 habaneros. I'm saving them so I can make some fermented hot sauce, but I have some bok choy coming up. I love to eat bok choy. Got a couple pickles here, same as the pickle that was out front. Just, I transplanted them and they thought they were gonna die, but they ended up taking off, so that's nice. But I got a really bad infestation of spider mites, I guess. I don't know what the hell they are. Some kind of spider mites on my beans, but the beans are starting to take off. We'll see what happens. Same thing with my jalapeno plants. I'm getting these like white deposits like that, but so much more than that. I've been going through and just kind of wiping them off. I don't want to use sprays. I got some fresh bok choy coming in, some rainbow chard, a little bit of rainbow chard, and some mystery lettuces that were left out the back door for me. More bok choy, a Hawaiian chili pepper plant, serrano chili pepper plant. Let's see, everything on a bee irrigation system, which is really nice. I don't know what to do with the other lilacoy plant. I want to trellis it maybe along this fence, but I think the neighbors didn't want too happy about that, so I don't know what'll happen. I got a little bit of seed bean progress. There's a lot of pepperoncinis. I did 2, 4, 6, 8 pepperoncinis, I think. Yeah, and then 3 tomatoes. This tomato's just not looking that great. They're in the shade because the sun is so brutal, but we'll see what happens. And my Brazilian, it's an ahi mango, doing really well. I got 2 snow peas coming up. I think the snow peas aren't going to grow that great here just because it is so hot. No lemon cucumbers germinated yet. We'll see what happens. A little tiny ghost pepper plant, but I think everything's so stunted. I can't leave it out in the sun, and I can't. It just gets too hot. It's like 95, 100 degrees. I got all kinds of little starts coming up. Mostly it's beets and chard and some carrots, and I didn't realize this, but apparently carrots won't germinate that well in, which I think is what these are. maybe both of them, but apparently they don't germinate well in higher temperatures, or at least they won't develop a root system. This is just one gigantic experiment I'm doing. I'm not a gardener, but I think I'm doing pretty good for not being a gardener. That's about it.